So hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is a kit review of a very interesting subject made by Zvezda, this Russian company, in 148 scale, and it's about the Yakolev 113, Yak 130. And I just crossed this model because I don't know so much about brand new planes, but I just read the review and they were every time amazing about this type of kit. So I wanted just to get in touch with it because I have a collection of mostly Italian planes, but I start like a military plane modeler. So when I cross something that is really interesting, I want to get into it, So this is a kind of new trainer version, is a modern version of the British Aerospace Hawk or the Macchi MB339, and it was a project that started late in the 90s about made together with Yakolev from Russia and Leonardo from Italy, because this is the brother plane of what we have also in Italy, that is the Macchi MB346. And the planes are nearly identical, but more than identical, either to say similar, and then we will see why. But about the model, I want to say that, of course, if you want to go straight to the MB346, there is already an already prepared model by Kinetic Model that I didn't have in my hand, but I expect to be very good and well engineered like all the Kinetic Model. I just wanted to cross this Russian version because I really like the review that I read about this. And it was nearly surprising to me to see the evolution of the prices of this object, because this is something that you can buy from eBay. I think that the price of eBay was about 40 euros, and I ended to buy it brand new at about 20 euros. So for me it was a bargain price. For 20 euros, each color of that costs 4 euro in Italy. So 5 colors is $1. And in my opinion, this is something that you absolutely have to take if you like modern planes. Of course, there is a lot of version that you can do, not only the Italian one, if you go for the MB346 with all the modification that we will see later. But already like it is this way, I think it must be finished in a lot of countries. Also Israel have this plane, and also India, I think. So there is really a lot. If you just Google for Yakolev 130, you will find a lot of information about this. So this was the Russian version of this joint venture between the Italians and the Russian. And the box from I just have one hand, so every time sorry for the shaking of my camera. The box of Zvezda is always very well done, because they have a pretty decent coverage outside, that is a very soft carton box that usually includes a very steady box in ordinary carton. There it is. So what really impresses me is, first of all, the quality of the mold that they reach. This is honestly one of the models that you should buy, even more if you find at this bargain price. I didn't find it off eBay or off Amazon. I found it in a local little website of a shop from Reggio Emilia that probably in bankrupt, because if you look closely to the box, one of the problems that usually the Zvezda box had, I also had it in my shop, is that when they are long time unsold. And this is, I think, a model that they made something like 3 or 4 years ago. Look, there is the year on the box, so it's 2018. So this was probably something that have been produced in 2018 and never sold, because as you can see, there is a shed of line here. That means that probably this box have been shown in a showcase in Reggio Emilia, so in Emilia area, and it's a region where currently the temperature in the summertime are considerable high. You can consider the same temperature that they have in Texas. It's very easy to reach 50 degrees like nothing, so everything that is inside the showcase became completely boiled. So of course you have a fading out of all the colors of the logo, and as well from the side of the box you see what it was a bright yellow became a pale yellow, completely cooked by the sun. So this box have been completely roasted in front of the sun. It's not a big problem because it's plastic, so even if it is so high temperature, these study boxes will protect completely what's inside, so you will never have huge issues. Also because the quality that they start to use, it's quite a good quality one. Despite, you can see, for example, here there is a kind of wrinkle of the plastic, because this has been really cooked in a showcase, remained unsold. This is a sad history of modern shop of modeling, so I've been there, I think, 20 years ago, and they had no problem in selling, but today you know that they have huge problems in selling even because of this. Remember that this is a stuff that usually you can find in shops around 40 to 50 euros when you can find it, you know, so very often you have to order for it, even because it's not any longer a brand new item. The screws are completely sealed, you know. It's a model that never had been opened. It was still factory sealed from the plastic on the box before I opened it for the video. And here you have, for example, a very well detailed cockpit interior, and the pilots. You know, the pilots featuring the Russian helmet, the Russian modern helmet. You can use. You see, it's at the level. It's at the level of racing figures. Look, the arm is molded separately from the leg. You have the boots, the hands, and the helmet with all the gear of a modern pilot. You know, this is incredibly nice. You know, it's really, really well done. If well painted, this is absolutely realistic stuff. Model is quite simple. You know, in this envelope you can basically find all the versions, all the small detail parts, all the small debris. I hope that the plastic is also a quality one. It should be, because I think that Zvezda still work with the old-fashioned plastic, the real chemical one, not the recycled one like you can find in Revel. And also the seat belts are divided in 2, 3, 4 pieces. Even if for my test I usually change these parts with resin. But for example, if you look at the back of the seat, have a look at that. They have the same detail as a resin seat, so it's incredibly well done. You see, with the buckles, with the seat belts nearly folded. Really, really, really well done. It's impressively well done for the price. Remember that this is a stuff that is, if you search around, I'm not a genius, you can find for a bargain price all over, I think. Very interesting that they provide a cockpit. One version of the canopy parts is completely clean, while the second one still features that line inside that is the explosive line for the ejection sequence, you know. So it's something that, for example, is present also in the AV8 area too, and it's something that if you have to add by your own, it's not impossible. I did over a model, but it's a little bit tricky because usually it's a photo etched set that need to be glued with Channelite and super glue, so it can be a little bit tricky, and it's extremely easy to do a mess in something like that. Here they provide it this way, like in the real plane, with a transparent line that gives absolutely the sensation of the explosive lines over the canopy, you know. The canopy is extremely clean, absolutely well molded, perfectly molded, that's there to say, and of course sealed in a proper separate bag to avoid any type of scratching, you know. The rest of the model is very well done, is already divided, so I really would like to have a look at what's inside to the kinetic model, because this type of quality can be that they share it together with them, you know, and probably not. I mean, I never seen that model, but here you see all the fuselage completely divided, you know, and the front section is already this part of section. If you Google for Yakolev 130, you will see a lot of images also of the prototype. The prototype had the triangle section of the nose hand, while the production plane has a completely conical final part on the radome on the rudder, you know, and completely well divided into all the other minor parts. So it's there is a lot of sub-assembly, you know, and basically they are completely perfectly molded, you know. There is the cockpit tab, there it is, that of course you can super detail with photo etched set and so on, and the basic detail is completely engraved with rivets, you see, really, really, really well done. And a note, I don't know if you can see from my telephone, it's engraved for the panel lines, and then you have the rivets coming up, so it's really, really, really a very, very nice solution for this type of mold, you know. In my opinion, is absolutely stunning. When I open the box, I say, gosh, for this little box I take this type of model. Wow. I told you in the beginning I was just planning to take something that could be modified in the Macchi MB 346, and to make a long story short, the most complicated modification that you should do if you want really to go for something like this, I mean, is an option that I will take maybe in the future, but I'm not so sure, because also honestly the livery that they provide for this plane are absolutely great. For example, here this is typical Zvezda, you know, quite simple instruction sheet, and also you see you can place over a display with options to have the open air brake, you know. And if you see the scheme, hold on, always the problem that I just have two hands, you know. And here it is, the schema that you can have. For example, that is for a Russian plane. Everything is really Russian, written completely in Russian. But you see, for example, looking here, there is a black livery, there is the typical Sukhoi livery, there is the green. Very, very cool, I think. It's extremely cool, you know. Belarus, this is Belarus, Burma, all that strange aviations, you know, and training sample for the Russian Air Force, completely black, resemble the MiG-28 from Top Gun, you know. It's extremely cool. Plus, you have a full detailed stencil set for the Russian plane, so, and the quality usually is also incredibly good, you know. I mean, this stuff from Zvezda is really one step forward. I remember that, you know, we're talking about, I think, late 90s, the beginning of the 2000s. I had in my shop the owners of Zvezda company, because they were, one of them I think died a little later, you know. They were really two Russian farmers arriving to me, and they were impressive because they were very two big men. Imagine the typical big Russian that you don't have to mess with. And those guys were incredibly enthusiastic fanatics for Napoleonic soldier and Napoleonic figures. So I was a referring point of the shops in Milano. Al Soldatino store is it is still, you know, with the branch that my colleague keep on with the open shop in Via Brembo 11. You know, if you're searching for Napoleonic and historical figure, he's also a masterclass painter, so it's absolutely worth the visit. But he don't carry so much of this item. Probably this kit he have because this is a brand new, and surely he probably have in stock, or he can absolutely find it for you. But I remember that the owner of the Zvezda company were so inside soldier and figures, so for them the real interest for military miniatures come from the very antique, I dare to say, tradition that Russians have about the painting of figure. Remember that many of them still today have a special school in St. Petersburg where they paint historical figure. They are incredibly skilled painters. So Russians is really another planet in this stuff. I mean, they are really also ordinary modeler. I just, for example, mentioned in my branch of modeling Mikhail, the guy from St. Petersburg making the Stratos Zero. He's a 3D designer now, he's a Russian engineer. Very kindly guy, he's an amazing modeler, you know. He was making the BMW E9. I think then he made it together with the other guys, you know, from not USCP, it was the other guy, I don't remember. There is a guy, the one that took the modeling master from Roman, you know, Roman that sadly died for heart attack a few years ago. As well, for returning to the cockpit area, I just see now, they just didn't notice this before, they also feature you know, the decal side, if you want to go for that line completely in decal. Also, this can be a decent solution, you know, it's in gray, so probably also the other side of the decal is completely gray, and it's probably really easy also to do that, you know. All the stenciling and everything is provided in Cyrillic. I absolutely have no idea what they write, but you know, also the definition of the letters is absolutely well done. They are so precise, so you can really read it, and really freaking cool, you know. Very Russian stuff. So as I said before, to make a long story short, if you want to go for a conversion of this plane into a Machian B346, that can be also an option, you know. It's not an easy task, honestly, because if you look from far away, the models look nearly identical, and I say nearly identical because basically what you have to change from the Italian version, from the let me dare to say the Occidental version of the Yakolev into the Leonardo Machian B346. It's pretty cool plane because it's probably, no, it's already, not probably, it's already been delivered to the Frecce Tricolori team. So this will be, the Italian Machian, not the Yakolev, will be the upcoming plane for the Frecce Tricolori acrobatic national team. Pattuglia Acrobatica Nazionale will use them in the future, you know. They started from September 2024, and they are probably trying to test now. I see that they just keep on for this year, I suspect, going on with the Mach 339, but this will be the future, you know. They already delivered it and they already studying it. And also the Aeronautica Militare Italiana, the Italian Air Force, have this like an advanced trainer exactly like the Mach B339 it was, you know. But I mean, if you want really to go for a conversion of this plane, basically you just have to collect as much picture, and you don't want to take the kinetic model. or for some reason you don't find it. I didn't find it, for example, and I honestly was searching mostly for the Yak 130, honestly, because this mold I like it so freaking much. You know, it's really. I've seen so many pictures of the real plane in action. Also, unfortunately, in the Israel war, like now, they are active like hell. So they are really, because it's a, as you see, it's really a kind of contrast plane, you know, with rockets, with all this stuff, or these gears around. So it's cool. I mean, it's exactly what the Mach-E MB339 was made for, you know. But as I said, to make a long story short, for the third time I say this now, the main difference that you can find with the Mach-E, with the Italian Leonardo, despite of the look and the basic plane is exactly the same, you have to modify, consider it in order, and then make your counting if it is worth it or not to keep on with the Yak 130. First of all, the tail. The ailerons on the tail doesn't have these teeth, don't have this corner, they are completely straight, so this is something that you have to convert and modify. Point number two, the exit of the engine are completely different. They don't end this way, they are much more bulged here, and the nozzle of the engine is different from the Yakola 130. I think is the final part of the motor that is different from the Russian version. Plus, if you go on the base of the tail fin, here the Italian version has a square air intake, exactly like the Tornado, as a square air intake that you have to recreate. It's not so difficult, but it's not so easy because it's extremely fine, is in a critical point for fillering and so on, so it's not so easy job to do it. Plus, the most recognizable difference from the Russian version to the Italian version is that the Italian one have here a fin, a triangle fin, like an extra wing here, like a canal, something like that, coming up in the vertical way. So they have an extra fin here, and the tail tips here are completely different, so you have to change also this side of the tail tip of the wing. And probably the most difficult conversion that you have to do to make this look like, as I said, if you don't find the kinetic ready-made kit, is probably the landing gear. If you see the plane parked on ground, the landing gear, the three landing gear, 1, 2, and 3 are completely different. And I mean really completely different. If you don't take, just I think it was the prototype that had something like this. It was kind of looking like the British Aerospace Hawk landing gear, but the final version looked like a Tomcat landing gear. So it's completely different. This means that not only you have to change the gear legs the main legs of the main landing gear, but also all the panels of the opening of the landing gear. You will notice that immediately, noting the difference between the front landing gear, because the front landing gear here is made completely in another version. It's also taller, I think. So that is probably, in my opinion, the biggest difference that you will find. Of course, it's a type of problem, this about the landing gear, that you will not have if you go for a solution like this. That was maybe an idea, because if you want to go for a plane of the Frecce Tricolori, of course, you don't need any loading under the wing. You have just to modify the wings. Just basically this type of modification that I told, that is not so impossible to do. Neither the engine is so difficult. You know, of course, it's not. I mean, if there is something already done, why go for it? I understand it completely, but this is just an idea, you know, just a modeling tool, I mean. But if you go for something like this, of course, you don't see any landing gear because the plane is flying, so you don't go for it, and you just can make it completely with the Frecce Tricolori livery and make it something looking like that. Just my idea. I mean, this is really a great option, because like it is like a model, Yakola 130 is absolutely an amazing kit. And as I said, if you wanted to, I was just googling, you know, it was full moon, I could not sleep so easy, so I wanted to surf around and search around, and of course I bought a model. You know, everybody has his own addiction, and my addiction is model. So that's it. Incredible model, really, it's absolutely worth it, every penny. But I mean, also for 40 euros, this is still a great bargain price for something that will be used in the future. Very modern plane, and I love it. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next.